When it comes to shotgun mics, there's so many options out there that you can use for your camera. But which one is the best? And so that's something we're going to find out today with the Sony ECM B10. Okay, so let's take a look at what's inside the box. Very simple. So there is our mic. Check this out. Okay, there's the mic. We have a windscreen or dead cat. We also have a nice little carrying pouch to put everything in. And we also have some documentation right here. So I'm not going to take that out, but that's what we have in the box. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at this microphone. So right off the bat, this is a very lightweight microphone. And I really love that. And not only that, but you don't need any wires. You don't need a battery. So just those things alone already makes this really awesome for me. So this one is actually the smaller version of the Sony ECM B10M. And so that one has these things called capsules. So the one above this has 8 capsules. This has 4 capsules. So what this allows it to do is capture the sound, and then it goes down to a digital signal processor. And that's what allows it to give it these 3 different directivity modes. And I'm going to go over that here in a bit. And the other thing is this has a multi-interface shoe, which is right down here. And so this is meant purely for Sony cameras. And so if you have a newer camera, when you use this, you can use the digital or analog. And so that is a very important thing. So I have a Sony a7 IV, so I can use the digital feature. So that's going to give me a higher quality sound. And one thing that is important is I always like to keep this covered just in case, because I think that's a very sensitive thing. And it also has like a shock mount in a way as well. So as you're moving this around, it actually absorbs some of the shock. And on the side, there's something that people might not notice, but there's actually a micro USB input right there. Hopefully you can see that. So this is primarily at this point maybe for any firmware updates that you get. So that's the micro USB on the side. And now looking at the back, as I mentioned before, it has a digital to analog. And here is the most important feature, at least for me, is the 3 different directivity modes. So that's what's really cool about this microphone. So the top one is the super directional mode, which is basically like your shotgun mode. Second to that is going to be the unidirectional mode. So this is going to cover a lot more area in the front. So this is 180 degrees. And then finally we have the omnidirectional mode, which is going to capture sound all around you. So this is 360 degrees. And so this is one of the main reasons why I got this microphone, because I'm basically getting 3 types of microphones in one. And then next up we have a filter option. So there is a noise cut filter, a low cut filter, and then you can turn this off. So basically what it's going to do is going to try to minimize the amount of sound or background noise. So the noise cut filter is going to remove the most sound. The low cut filter is going to be really useful if you have low frequency sounds, like say for example computer fans or air conditioner and so forth. And so that is really cool that they put that there. That'll save you some time to do any post editing. And then on the right there is attenuation or ATT. So what this allows you to do is control the recording levels. So the default is 0 decibels, but you could go to 10 decibels to 20 decibels. So that is at a lower sound, -10, -20. So basically what this allows you to do is to help prevent clipping if it's recording at too high of a level. And then below here we actually have an audio level. We have auto and manual. And if you set it manual, you could actually adjust the audio manually, or you could let it do it automatically, which is the mode that I'm going to be using. And so that is a tour of the microphone. Really small and compact, but it's also packed with a lot of features. And then looking at the other included accessories is this windscreen or dead cat. I'm so happy that they provided this with your microphone, because this is something that is an absolute must, especially if you're going to be shooting outdoors. And I like the fact that it has this whole really sock design. It's very snug when you put it in there. So unlike my Rode Video Micro, where my windscreen and dead cat regularly falls off, I'm not going to have to worry about that. And it's also nice that they also included a carrying pouch as well. So overall, nice package. So here's the first test. I'm using the super directional or shotgun mode. I'm currently not using the windscreen filter. And I'm not using any of the noise canceling features. Plus, I have it at 0 decibels. So at least for an indoor environment like mine, this is kind of what you can expect when it comes to the overall audio quality. I've now switched it over to the unidirectional mode. And in this case, we should be able to hear everything that's in front of me and right here about 180 degrees. And if I were to go behind my camera, so if I were to go here and I keep talking and now I'm behind my camera, you shouldn't be able to hear much of the noise behind my camera versus everything that's in front of my camera. And now we're testing out the omnidirectional mode. This is great if you want to capture all the sounds around you. And within the indoor environment, this is probably best be suited if you're doing an interview style type of video where you want to capture the person being interviewed and also the interviewer. And whenever you have it in this mode, if I were to move around the room, the audio should be picked up even if I'm behind the camera, which is the whole point of having this mode, especially if you're doing those interview style type videos. All right, so now we're gonna test out the microphone using the omnidirectional. So if you're doing interview style questions, I have a special guest today. I have my brother, but he is, funny enough, testing out other audio equipment. So basically he's gonna be talking about this and I'm gonna be recording at the same time. So I'm gonna go behind the camera.
Cool. Yeah, so today we have the legendary Shure SM58. This is a favorite amongst musicians just because of the rugged build quality, the great sound quality from it, and relatively affordable. I mean, this is going to be in your mid-range mic, closer from like 90 to 100 or so. Today we also have the Behringer XM8500, which is a clone of the SM58, which is much, much cheaper. I think this is around 20 bucks. And honestly, for 20 bucks, it's pretty insane the sound quality you can get from this.
So what is the difference between the microphones you're holding and then the microphones that I have behind you? I have 2 of them.
And again, if I'm mixing any of this up, I'm not an audio expert. I'm just a guy who likes buying gear and watching reviews on YouTube. So that's my general consumer grade understanding of things.
Yeah, and you know, when my brother was talking about the different types of microphones, you have the cardioid, super cardioid, and this is similar to the actual options available on this Sony microphone. And so this is the first mode. This is the super directional or shotgun mode. And this one is probably going to be the most popular for most people buying this mic, especially if you're doing these vlog style videos where you mainly just want to capture your voice and cancel out things around you. Okay, so here is the second mode. This is unidirectional, so it captures more of what's in front of you, but it still cancels out most of the noise behind you. So in this case, it's going to be good if you actually want to get more group related noises. You want to capture other things in front of you besides your own voice. So that is unidirectional. So here is the omnidirectional mode. This is meant to capture all the sounds around you. So this is perfect for those situations where you actually want people to feel like they're in their environment with you because it gets all the sounds in your location. All right, so right now I'm testing out the attenuation or recording level modes, and there's 3 different levels. There's 0 decibels, -10 decibels, and -20 decibels. And right now I'm recording this using the default 0 decibels. This will give you the highest recording levels. And then the other ones are actually going to be at a lower recording level. This is great for creators who don't want to accidentally clip their audio or have it too high. So let's go ahead and listen to the other levels. And now I've switched this over to -10 decibels, and it should sound noticeably lower. And the advantage of recording at a lower level is that you could always increase the audio levels in post. Whereas if you actually have it at a high level and your audio is clipping, sometimes it's actually impossible to fix that. So this is at -10 decibels. And finally, I'm testing out the -20 decibels. This is definitely the lowest recording level setting. So you let me know which one sounds best to you. And now I have the windscreen on top of the microphone, and I currently have no noise canceling features on, and it's currently in the super directional shotgun mode. So you let me know if you can tell the difference by having the windscreen on versus having it off within an indoor environment such as this. Now I'm testing this out what is probably going to be the loudest environment for most people, and that's going to be in a more urban city environment where there's just loud noises everywhere. So right now it is on the super directional shotgun mode, so you should be able to hear my voice and not hear most of the things behind it. And now I have it in the second mode where it's going to capture more of what's in front of me, so my voice should still be audible, but you're also going to hear other things as well. Finally, I'm testing this out in the all directional omnidirectional mode. So this is where if you want to pick up everything that's around you, even in a whole city environment, you're going to be able to do it with this mode. For serious YouTubers, check out TubeBuddy, the premier tool news at geekoutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below. So now I'm testing out the two noise filter modes, starting with the noise cut filter. So this is the one that you're probably going to be using if you are going to be outside in a loud environment and there's just a lot of things going on. So this is with the noise cut filter. And here I've turned on the low cut filter. So this is going to be more appropriate if you're trying to dampen some of the lower sounds. So if you're out in a loud environment like this might not be the best filter to use. All right, so that is my in-depth review of the Sony ECM B10. And as you could probably tell, I absolutely love using this microphone. It's super versatile, it's lightweight, and it's like having 3 different microphones in one while producing excellent sound quality. And that's a combination that very few microphones can match. And about the only major con that I could see with this is that, well, it's only available for Sony cameras. So hopefully in the future, there's some type of adapter that will allow other people to enjoy using this microphone as much as I have. So if you actually had any thoughts on this microphone or any other microphones you've enjoyed using, be sure to leave them in the comments area below. And if you did want to support my channel and get this microphone, I will leave an affiliate link in the description area below. And if you did want to see the previous microphone that I've been using for years prior to this, I'll leave a video in the description area below or up here.